But yes, the workshop series was first introduced in April of this year. We created as an opportunity for our company members and our active participants to have their longer works of theater performed, and then to additionally create that response following the read-through in a talkback format with our close community of artists and volunteers. We're going to be taking some submissions for future workshop series readings. We'll also be getting that information out following the reading. So be sure to follow us on all the social medias, be it YouTube, where you can catch a lot of playlists of our previous monthly shows, as well as our Instagram handle is at BYOT Productions, as well as Facebook, which at this point, if you found us now, just go ahead and click the BYOT page and give us a like. But yes, this is a newer introduction for us to get into the long form theater format, and we're excited to extend that into 2021 and just kind of see how the process continues to grow. If you're interested in learning just a little bit more about all of this, again, you can shoot us questions and inquiries at artisticstaff@byotproductions.com. And you can go ahead and note whether you'd be interested in participating as an actor or a responder for our December show, as well as in 2021. So I'm going to stop talking here for just a little bit. And I'm going to go ahead and bring in our playwright, Ben Schatzel, to kind of introduce Deadlines, kind of where the idea came from, and take it away, Ben. Yeah. So for oh, okay. Yeah, I can't hear Ben. Same. Ben? That was a minute ago. Okay. Yeah, still can't hear. Okay. Well, to kind of just echo what Ben was saying, that some people couldn't hear, it's a romantic comedy involving two comedy sketch writers, kind of their process week to week as they're creating these sketches for these shows, and just kind of watching their relationship over the course of so many weeks, and kind of the relationship that continues to grow deeper and how that's affected just by personal lives outside of their professional life. Yeah, we're really excited to go ahead and bring this opportunity for Ben to have his words heard. And directly following this, we'll be following it up with a talk back in which we'll have responders kind of comment on elements of the play, the plot, characterizations, things like that, alongside our actors. So I just want to say a quick thank you to Cathy Crocco, David Nesbitt Taylor, Julia-Kaye Rohlf, Alekzander Sayers and our managing director, Brittany Voss, for joining us after this for that. And if there are any specific comments that that you maybe wanted to go ahead and share with us, again, you can send those to artistic staff at BYOT Productions, and I'll try to go ahead and get a link thrown in here while we're reading this play. Next, we're going to go ahead and introduce our actors who you're going to be seeing bring these characters to life. So without further ado, whoever wants to jump in for that, go ahead.
I'll start. I'm Josh Philoon, pronouns he, him, his, and I'll be reading Logan Lance.
I'm Kristina. I'm trying to figure out. Oh, okay, there I am. I'm Kristina Newcomb. I'm going to be playing Diane Dearden, and my pronouns are she, her, hers.
Hi, I'm Dante Charlton. Pronouns they, them, theirs, and I'll be playing actor 1.
Hi, I'm Roxy. Pronouns she, her, hers, and I will be playing actor number 2.
Hi, I'm Jay Rohr. I'll be playing Clark, he, him, so on and so forth.
Awesome. And my name is Cody Paraset. I'm the artistic director for BYOT Productions, and I'm going to be reading stage directions for today. With introductions out of the way, let's go ahead and jump in. This is Deadlines, a comedy in 1 act by Benjamin Schatzel. Quick setting, the scene takes place in a small bar. Upstage right, there's a barkeep, a few people at the bar. Amongst them are 2 writers who sit next to each other with a sketch pad, notebooks, pencils, and other writing material. The more, the better. They have a few empty shot glasses near them, but the characters are not drunk, so don't overdo this. Downstage left, there is a small acting space which should be distinctly separate from the bar setup. It should resemble an actor's rehearsal room. Perhaps a couple of blocks or chairs, and maybe a table. The simpler, the better. There will be 2 actors using the space to make the writers' works come to life. Just reintroducing the characters really quickly. Logan Lance, a writer for Comedy Sketch Show. Diane Dearden, writer for Comedy Sketch Show. Clark the barkeep, actor 1 and actor 2. Old rock and roll is heard. The Beatles, Rolling Stones, Frankie Valli, or something of that nature. The lights fade in. The 2 comedy writers are at the bar, writing. Clark, a homely barkeep, walks into the scene.
Oh, wow, this place really cleared out in a hurry.
Your 2 favorite customers are still here, though.
I think you guys will be having another late night.
Yeah, sorry, Clark. Boss wants at least 1 more solid sketch before morning. Hate to be a nuisance again.
Don't you guys worry about a thing. I'm just glad that you still keep coming back here.
Well, you know us. We work best without a lot of attention.
Logan Lance and Diane Dearden, 2 of the top writers from FML, stay at my little bar to write sketches. That's bananas.
Trust us. We've tried some of those other places, and the atmosphere just isn't the same. You've got the best place in town, Clark.
That means a lot, guys. Well, if you're going to be sticking around for a while, can I at least get you a drink? I know it's technically past last call, but everyone else seems to have cleared out, and I've still got a bit of cleaning to do around back anyways.
I think we're actually going to try and wrap up here in a bit, so I'm good.
Diane?
You know, I am still hitting a bit of a block. Just a jack on the rocks.
No rocks. Will ice cubes do? He thought it was funny. All right. Here you go. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to start cleaning up some in the back. Feel free to stick around as long as you need.
Clark exits upstage right.
So, do you think we have anything good?
It looks like we've got some ideas.
Yeah, I think we've got some stuff to work with. Oh, okay. Here's one that I really liked that we have not talked about.
The lights go down. Get ready for this, or some similar iconic arena music plays as the lights in the acting space start strobing.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the exhibition match of the century. In the red corner, the Colossus, the Behemoth, the wall that will not fall, weighing in at 250 pounds, and coming in at a solid 36 and 7, the one, the only, Chris.
Really? We're just going to keep it as Chris?
I'll give him a name later. Shut up.
Music picks right back up. Actor 1 steps in wearing a large boxing robe and has on large gloves. He does some shadow boxing, bangs his gloves together, and taunts the audience during the following.
And in the blue corner, the premonition of demolition, the Shakespeare of fear, the thunder from down under, the dynamite of fistfights, the greedy train of pain, the monsoon of doom, the stinger in the ringer, the Duke of Jukes, the punch with a crunch, the stage in the cage, and the boom boom pow that brings the boom boom now. The 5-time undefeated world champion, the mother-loving Bone Duster.
Actor 2 swags in wearing a large pink boxing robe and holding a large prize belt above her head and a lollipop in her mouth with shades. She taunts the audience, does some shadow boxing, and then turns up stage to reveal the back of her robe, which reads Bone Duster in gemstones. She finds her place in the ring.
Hey, you forgot just one little thing.
Which one?
The Goldilocks of headlocks.
This is the big cheese, the creme de la creme, the whole enchilada.
Hey, can we stop talking about food? I've been on a 3-week cut here.
A boxing bell rings. Actor 2 leans back and throws a punch at Actor 1, stopping just before hitting him for a brief second and then following through across his face. A stylized boom sound effect, similar to something from the game Knockout, is heard. Actor 1 starts to lean back after the hit and then falls suddenly to the floor.
The wall has fallen! The wall has fallen!
Back to bar.
How is that for a punchline?
Wow, that was good. I loved it. Oh, I came up with one. The ocean of commotions. You should add that.
No. Aren't you like a genius or something?
I guess?
You're a really dumb genius. Anyway, what were the other sketches we had again?
Cop pulls over a milk delivery truck to get a glass of milk for his donuts. A murder mystery with Snow White and the dwarves, where they all team up to find who killed Grumpy. And then there's the idea I had about a ventriloquist who slowly falls into a romantic relationship with his puppet.
Okay, maybe, yeah. Maybe we should run with Bone Duster.
Yeah, Bone Duster is good.
Yeah.
Like, really good.
Yeah.
Great. Well, we can send it up to Mr. Hawk and then get out of here.
Clark enters. He looks a bit tired from working and has a rag thrown over his shoulder. He starts wiping down the bar.
That's all right, folks.
Think we just hammer down next week's sketch?
That's good to hear.
You're going to want to watch it next week, Clark. Diane has a pretty good bit whipped up.
That was quick. Did you get one of those, what is it called? Elephant fancies.
Elephant fancies? What does that mean?
Isn't that what it is? You know, when you have a great idea and you call it an elephant fancy or whatever.
I think you mean epiphany.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you like smart or something?
He has a PhD in psychology.
Whoa, really?
Philosophy, actually. And I dropped out during my dissertation year when I got offered this job. Still getting myself used to the comedy world, even though it's been a while.
Oh, don't cut yourself short, Logan. Remember that one that you had about the gloomy caterpillar who was ready to turn a new leaf?
I did like that one.
And then he turned into a moth at the end instead of a butterfly.
I got the hungry caterpillar and the ugly duckling stories mixed up. I'm sure it happens all the time.
I just love you guys.
Right back at you, Clark.
Well, I think I'm going to call it a night. Frank's already sent me like 3 texts asking me what I'm doing. I'll send this on over to Huck before I go to bed.
It's pretty late, and I don't know if I can get a taxi here anytime soon. I don't suppose you'd be willing to give me a lift again, Diane?
Oh, sure thing. Let's go. We just have to make a stop on the way for some gas.
All right. I'll see you folks later. Have a good night.
Riders start grabbing jackets and other belongings and begin to head to the door.
I can't believe Clark thought an epiphany was called a fancy elephant.
Could that be a sketch?
Quite. I find this tree to have the most exquisite leaves. I find the yonder tree to be a bit too contemptible.
Lights down. Night 2. Lights up. A week has passed. Clark is going through his closing routine, but the writers are absent. Music plays for a short while as we watch Clark work. Logan enters from the bathroom.
I'm afraid it's going to be another late night, Clark. Just let us know if you need us to leave.
No, not at all. Take all the time in the world.
We appreciate it.
I loved your guys' sketch from the show Friday. Never got a chance to tell you that. One of my favorite ones so far.
I'm telling you, that was all Diane. I didn't have anything to do with it this time.
Speaking of, where did she wander off to?
I saw her step outside. All of her stuff is here, so I don't think she left. She must have gone to make a call or something.
All right. Well, I'm going to go tidy up. Hopefully she isn't in the Lay's restroom when I go back and start cleaning.
Yeah. You wouldn't want that to happen.
Well, she might not want that to happen.
Hey, Clark.
Yeah?
Maybe you should leave the jokes to us.
I just love you guys.
Clark whistles as he exits, and Logan gets back to his work and occasionally sips a beer that has obviously been nursing for a while. After a long pause, Diane comes back into the room. Logan looks up at her and acknowledges the fact that she's re-entered, but doesn't say anything to her. He quietly comes back to the bar and sits down.
Is everything all right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Does something smell like cigarettes?
We're in a bar.
Right. We're in a bar and people smoke cigarettes in bars. That makes sense. Sorry.
And I was just smoking.
Oh. Didn't know you smoked.
I didn't, but now I do.
I see.
Do you have anything?
To say? No.
Logan.
I know. For a genius, I'm kind of dumb. I know.
Diane cracks a kind of guilty yet charmed smile.
Oh, right. Sketches. We got a couple. None of them are great. Here's one.
Actors appear in their acting space. Actor 1 is sitting down on a chair or box, and Actor 2 is behind him holding a pistol. Actor 2 spends this scene attempting to seduce Actor 1.
I really don't know what you're talking about. You've got to believe me.
Oh, I think you've got a pretty damn good idea. Now tell me where it is.
I don't even know what it is, let alone where it is.
Oh, yeah, well, maybe you should have listened a little bit better during the briefings.
Look, I don't know what you want, but please just let me go. I don't know where this thing is.
Actor 2 begins to move more sensually around the room, almost dance-like, attempting to seduce Actor 1.
Oh, big man doesn't know why he's all tied up.
Look, I don't know what's going on here, but I'll help you look for whatever it is you want if you just let me go.
I think you've been looking for long enough. Just tell me where it is.
I don't know. I really don't know.
All right, Tiger. I'll ask you one more time, and then playtime is going to be over. Where is it?
I don't know.
I think you do.
I don't, I promise.
Where is it?
Where is what?
Actor 2 steps back and points the pistol to her crotch.
The G-spot.
Oh, well, in that case, I still don't know.
Well, then you better start searching.
Actor 2 straddles Actor 1, and the two start vigorously making out until the lights come.
And that's what I've got so far.
That'll work.
Well, I mean, I didn't think it was exactly finished.
It's good. It's funny. Good job. Let's send it in.
Diane, you don't seem like usual. Where's the critique or the willingness to spend hours hashing over this to splice in every joke we can think of? Where's the, how many times are you going to try and get our actors to have sex on stage? Come on, Logan, you're better than this. We write sketch comedy, not Skinamax.
I said it's good. It had a punchline and it builds. Okay? I don't want to finish it up because it's already finished. Plus, it's got sex to sell, so no doubt Huck will love it. Just send it in. Oh, look. I'm sorry. It's just that I'm not really in the mood right now.
What's really going on? You have never been entertained by my crude humor before. I know that you don't like this. Please just tell me what's going on.
Diane is quiet for a while. She pulls out her pack of cigarettes, packs them on the bar quickly, and takes a sip from Logan's beer. She quietly laughs a bit to herself while shaking her head, but it's obvious that she's hurting.
It's Frank.
Oh, Dee, I didn't mean to bring up any...
We're done. We broke up. Well, he broke up with me.
I'm sorry, I didn't...
It's fine. I kind of saw this coming. Or at least I should have. I don't know that I ever really loved him, but I kind of depended on him, like emotionally, you know? And I didn't really realize that until we started working together tonight.
If you want to head home, I can stick around and keep brainstorming with Clark. I mean, he's not funny, but maybe...
I heard that.
Why?
Because it's Clark. I mean, we love him, but come on.
No. Why do you want to keep brainstorming? You've got a good idea. That's honest. It's funny. If I wasn't so distracted, I would have been laughing my ass off there at the end.
Oh, I guess I just assumed that I wouldn't be able to actually come up with something, like, unless you were a part of it. I don't know, it's weird, but you make my creative process so seamless.
Seriously, Logan, send it in. I liked it.
Okay.
Ignore all these weird vibes I'm putting out and just trust what I'm saying.
Okay.
I think this sketch was your first true elephant fancy.
The writers share some genuine laughter, and Diane takes another small sip of Logan's beer. Night 3. Another week has passed. Logan and Diane are sitting at the bar as per usual, and Clark is about to start wiping down the bar with a rag. He starts wiping as he delivers his first line.
At this rate, I'm just going to have to give you guys your own last call.
Yeah, I figure we've been on a roll, so why change things up now?
Well, I'll keep letting you guys stay late so long as you keep delivering your A+ material. Great show again this week.
It was all Logan this time.
Really? Wow. Well, maybe you're a better writer than you've been giving yourself credit for, pal.
Beginner's luck, I'm sure.
By the way, I've been looking for something around here.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, just can't seem to find it.
And don't encourage him.
No, we can help. What was it, Clark?
Oh, just
The G-spot.
Hey, you know what I was going to say.
I had a gut feeling.
You really are a genius or something.
Honestly, Logan, I've always been curious. What made you choose to go to FML?
You know Conan? Conan? He graduated magna cum laude from Harvard with double degrees in history and literature. That guy was a genius, is a genius. You know what he did next? He went and worked as a writer for The Simpsons, turning out pages and pages of dose and eat my shorts. I don't know. You can be smart and you can know things, but nothing has challenged me or inspired me quite like comedy, I guess.
That's really cool. I guess I never thought of how special our job really is.
So you're like the next Conan? What about Lonan? Or Kogan? I know. Leave the jokes to the writers. Sorry. Drink?
I think we're good.
Jack and Coke, double shot of Jack.
I'll just take some iced tea.
Diane gives him a look that says, "Don't be a you-know-what."
A Long Island iced tea, I mean.
Diane still gives him a version of the same look, but it's slightly more impressed.
Coming right up.
So, bits, what have we got?
Well, why don't you tell me, Mr. Hotshot Comedy Writer?
Okay.
What do you mean, okay? You're a professional comedy writer who just got featured sketch on the biggest sketch show in the country last weekend. Don't tell me that you haven't come up with at least one sketch idea this week.
Well, it's just that you're usually the one.
No. You've got great ideas, Logan. If you didn't belittle all of your own writing, you'd probably be the best writer on the show.
Thanks, Dee. I didn't want to step on your toes. You usually are our idea person.
Well, I think you're hilarious. Shoot me an idea and we can work on it together.
Clark has finished making their drinks and hands them to the writers.
Here you go, folks. Anything else I can get you before I get to work cleaning on the back?
Would you mind making this drink a little stronger, Clark?
Clark grabs the bottle from underneath the bar and fills up Diane's glass, replenishing the liquid that she had just consumed.
Thanks, bro.
Diane goes in for a bro fist with Clark. It hangs there for a minute. Logan and Clark each give each other a look as this is very out of character for Diane.
Can't leave a homie hanging.
Clark then awkwardly meets her for the bro fist, but Logan is still uneasy.
Diggity dope.
So, yeah. If you need anything, I'll be around.
Throws rag over his shoulder, claps and rubs his hands together and starts whistling a tune as he exits.
Dee, is everything all right?
Hell yeah. Why wouldn't everything be all right? Come on, tell me what you got. I want to hear it.
Okay. All right. So, I guess this is one I thought of a few days ago.
Let's hear it.
Okay. It's not great. I just had this thought that there's this guy, and he's sitting in his chair at home, and he's reading a book.
In the acting space, actor one enters and takes a seat with a book and reading glasses. He begins reading and seems very relaxed and happy.
A man in a chair reading a book? Sounds novel.
Maybe some Vonnegut or whatever. And then an intruder enters, and she's just escaped from prison or something, and she's got to find a place to lay low.
Actor 2 now enters the acting space very quietly, pantomiming entering through a window. She's wearing a mask, some kind of dark heavy coat, and thin dark gloves, and is moving very slowly through the room. Actor 1 is completely oblivious for the moment. He continues turning pages and smiling as Actor 2 creeps further and further into the room. After some time, Actor 1 takes off his glasses and removes a smudge from his shirt. While wiping his glasses, he squints and looks around the room. Actor 2 holds very still in an uncomfortable, half-crouched position. Actor 1 puts on his glasses and continues reading, at which point Actor 2 continues to enter the room even more carefully. Actor 2 feels a sneeze coming on. This should be expressed in big clown movements. Her hands go up, shoulders height, and she rocks forward, bracing for a sneeze, but it doesn't come. She rocks forward, bracing again, doesn't come. Braces again, but this time puts an index finger under her nose to block the sneeze and lets out a silent sigh of relief and wipes her brow. She then goes back into a stealthy position to move forward into the room. Actor 1 notices a bit of chill coming from the window.
Did I forget to close the window before work? I'm sure nobody snuck in and took anything.
Actor 2 looks back at the imaginary window and then gives a large, over-the-top facepalm while shaking her head, and then starts to look around the room to make a new plan.
It is a bit chilly.
Dog 1 dog ears a corner of the book and gets out of the chair. Actor 2 ducks behind Actor 1's chair as he walks to the imaginary window.
It's cold in here.
He shuts the window. Actor 1 pauses for a moment to look out the window. During this moment, Actor 2, who is now non-visible to the audience from behind the chair, takes off her coat and puts it on the back of the chair. Actor 1 turns around, goes back to his chair, and sits down.
Still kind of cold.
Actor 1 leans forward and puts on the jacket that Actor 2 had previously just put over the back of the chair without even thinking. He then leans over the side of his chair, where Actor 2 has now inconspicuously placed her ski mask. Actor 1 picks up and puts on the ski mask, again, without a moment's hesitation, and goes right back to reading his book.
That's better.
Turns a page and then rubs his hands together and huffs into them to warm them up. He looks on the other side of his seat, where Actor 2's gloves have now been positioned. He turns a page of his book, leans over and picks up the gloves. He's putting on the gloves while reading the book. He's struggling to put the gloves on, but keeps his eyes on the pages, rolling over the words with his lens. Comes to the end of the page and tries to turn the page, but his fingers aren't all the way through the glove, so he can't quite get the page. Takes his hands away from the book and lets it on flat. As he continues to try and put the glove on, with now increasing frustration, Actor 2's hand comes from behind a chair and turns the page forward.
Thank you.
You're welcome!
Focus shifts back to the bar.
Oh, that's funny.
Are you laughing at your own bit, man?
No, that joke you made, that was funny.
Wait, what?
A minute ago, I was like, it's a sketch about a guy reading a book, and you were like, oh, a guy reading a book, that sounds novel. Novel, like a novel, like a book. I just got that. Okay, yeah, I guess I'll just keep going with the sketch. Yeah, okay, that's what I'll do.
Back to the acting space. Actor 1 continues reading, but is very much struggling to get on the small gloves. Actor 2 slowly stands up from behind the chair, hovering over Actor 1. Actor 1 tries turning the page again, but still can't. Actor 2 turns the page, still without Actor 1 noticing. Instead, Actor 2 turns another page. At this point, Actor 1 isn't even really trying with the gloves. Actor 2 begins turning another page, and Actor 1 makes some verbal utterance to indicate that he wasn't done reading. And Actor 2 turns the page back. Actor 1 stares at the page for a few seconds, then says, okay, and Actor 2 finishes turning to the next page. Actor 2 feels another sneeze coming on. It should be performed exactly as before, but this time the sneeze actually comes through, showering Actor 1 in invisible... Actor 1 is startled and looks up from his seated position in shock to see Actor 2. Actor 2 is equally shocked.
Holy fuck!
Holy fuck!
Holy fuck!
Holy fuck!
Holy fuck!
At bar.
no way they'll let you drop that many F-bombs on national television.
No, but the F-bomb is fun.
Yeah, I know, but...
At acting space.
Holy shit!
At bar.
Better?
No way.
Acting space.
Holy ravioli!
Holy cannoli!
Holy Master Coley!
Focus to bar.
Great. Yes. Keep going.
Right, yeah. So, like I was saying, the lady just escaped from prison or something and needed someplace to lay low.
Focus back to acting space.
Why are you in my house?
I actually just escaped from prison or something.
And you needed someplace to lay low?
Well, yeah, I guess you could say that. And apparently, I happened to find the one house in the city owned by somebody who stays home on a Friday night.
Wait, so you're like a real criminal. You probably robbed banks and killed people.
Well, that's a bit of a conclusion to jump to.
Or kidnapped people and tortured them. Here I am, innocently reading my favorite character, Vonnegut.
Hold on. You should have him reading Edgar Allan Poe.
Diane finishes her drink and starts looking around for more.
All right, why?
He's my favorite horror writer. If you're gonna have him reading horror, it has to be Edgar Allan Poe.
Wait, you know Vonnegut isn't horror, right?
Yeah, he is. He wrote that one, like Slaughterhouse whatever.
Slaughterhouse 5, and that's not horror.
Sounds like horror.
No, it's socio-political satire or comedy, I guess.
Edgar Allan Poe. Edgar Allan Poe!
Here I am, reading my favorite Edgar Allan poem.
Focus to bar.
Get it?
No.
Focus to acting space.
Reading my favorite Edgar Allan Poe poem, and you just barged right in here.
I don't think anybody has ever innocently read Edgar Allan Poe.
I can't believe this.
There's a beat in the scene. During the beat, Diane lets out a guffaw from the bar.
Open up. This is the police.
Actor 1 and 2 both look at each other quickly.
Police officer, come in quickly!
Wait, what?
Clark comes into the acting space dressed as a police officer. Representational costuming is fine for this, i.e. police costume hat and a tie. Replication isn't necessary.
Looking for an escaped convict. Ah, here we go. Hands where I can see them.
Actor 1 looks at Actor 2, who is smiling confidently.
I said hands where I can see them, Princess. Thought you'd get away by breaking into this nice lady's house, did you? Ma'am, are you all right?
Clark pulls out a pair of pink fuzzy handcuffs and begins cuffing Actor 1.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for coming. I was just sitting here reading this Edgar Allan Poe, and then they broke in.
Well, ma'am, I may have to take you in as well. After all, nobody who's innocent reads Edgar Allan Poe. All right, let's go, Princess.
Wait, no, you don't understand. This is all a big mix-up. She traps me. She tricks me and puts me under charm.
You have the right to remain silent, and I advise that you exercise that right now.
You got to listen to me.
That's enough. Back to the women's prison with you.
Nevermore.
Actor 2 exits. Diane tries to recover from extensive laughter that she's been having. Logan proudly closes the notebook and takes a biff drink. Makes a face, then spits it back into his glass.
That was so good. I mean, it was like so good. Better than anything I could have come up with.
I think you might just be drunk.
I'm not even that drunk.
Sure you aren't. So I guess this is what we're rolling with, if that's okay with you. I mean, unless you had anything?
Hell yes, that's what we're rolling with, man. There's no question about it. The truth is, I didn't even write anything this week.
Really? That's weird for you.
I know. I've been thinking a lot about things. I don't know, bro.
D, are you sure you're all right?
Totally. I'm a Diane Decker. I'm always all right. Why would I feel the need to desert my femininity as a way to put my guard up and ignore my emotions and feelings? That's like crazy. Cray cray. I'm cool. I'm hip, you know? I'm down.
D, you're okay?
Yeah. No. Okay, no. I'm not. You asked if I was like off earlier, and I guess I have been. I don't know. I've just had a lot of different feelings since the breakup, and yeah, I guess I am just off. You know, my brain's just been like flooded.
I understand the feeling. For the record, if you ever feel like you need to talk or you just want to do something not work related sometime to distract yourself, I'm here.
Thank you, Logan.
You're welcome. You're my friend, and I'd like to spend more time with you without having to be funny or anything.
I think you're funny. Not usually when you're trying to be funny, but you're funny.
Thanks.
And cute.
Thank you. Looks like we've actually got to get out of here at a decent time tonight.
Logan starts to get up, and Diane puts her hand on him gently and keeps him seated.
Wait, you didn't hear my idea. It's really good.
I thought you said you didn't write anything.
But I've still got a really good idea.
What is it?
It's not a sketch.
Oh.
Diane flashes him a smile. Logan smiles back. Logan lifts his arm to look at his watch again, and Diane grabs his wrist and gently pulls it to her side. Logan looks in her eyes. Diane looks back at him. Logan slowly leans toward her, and then Diane goes straight for him, passionately locking lips. They embrace, kissing and tightly holding onto each other. They break away for a brief second to make room on the bar. Diane sits on the bar, pats a spot next to her, and Logan awkwardly jumps up on the bar to join her. This should all be very passionate, disorganized, and fast-paced. As they're making out, Clark comes in from the back, still whistling his tune, and takes a look at the riders, stops whistling, reaches into his pocket, and puts the bar keys on the middle table. Grins and shakes his head and exits the bar while whistling the tune from before. The riders continue making out for a handful of before breaking away. They both sit on the bar side by side facing the audience. Their clothes are wrinkled and hair's a mess, and they stare out in disbelief and excitement and hold a deadpan look straight ahead through this next bit. Diane reaches for her Jack and takes a large swig, even by her own standards. And she holds it out to Logan, and Logan, equally deadpan, grabs a Jack, takes a huge swig, puts the bottle back down. Massive spit take. Long blackout. Night 4. Logan is sitting at the bar by himself. Diane walks in, putting a pack of cigarettes away.
Give me a scotch, Clark.
Iced tea. So how was your week?
I really don't want to talk right now, Logan.
Sorry. I missed seeing you in the writer's room on Wednesday.
I said I don't want to talk.
They all said our sketch from last week was really good.
It was your sketch, and it was decent, but if it was so great, then why couldn't you get it into Hawk by the deadline?
I got distracted.
I know.
I have a new idea. It's this sketch about a dog and a cat, and the cat keeps trying to steal food from the dog bowl. And the dog has to pretend he's upset because he's a dog and she's a cat, but deep down he's really in love with her.
Okay. Enough of your mushy bullshit, Logan. We need a real, solid sketch idea. How could we ever get actors to play a dog and a cat?
Yeah, sorry, I woke up last night thinking about it, so I got it jotted down. It's not real. It's never mind.
Diane flipped through a notepad, mumbling to herself.
A cricket and a spider play golf on a wheel, Swiss cheese. The president creates a national holiday for edible panties. 2 construction workers are about to start working on a building, but they realize their blueprint is upside down.
Are those your sketch ideas?
No, they're song ideas from a yodeling square dance harmonica band.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know you were...
Logan? Don't.
Logan, for a genius, you're really dumb.
Don't.
Sorry.
Jesus.
Well, how would we get actors to play a cricket and spider?
It would be abstract.
Okay, well, I was thinking for my sketch, maybe instead of the cat, it could be a wolf, and the dog wants to be a wolf too, which is weird because dogs and wolves are kind of the same. They share the same Canis genus, Canis familiaris for being a house dog, and Canis lupus being a wolf, and maybe the wolf takes the dog under its wing and kind of adopts him, but he's not accepted by the wolf community. So the two of them journey off together into the wilderness to find out what it truly means to be a lone wolf.
Diane is silent, and during this beat, Logan is lost for words, but obviously still trying to reach out to Diane. Clark comes back with drinks. Diane pounds hers down, and Logan takes a small sip of his tea and realizes it's a Long Island.
Oh, I guess he accidentally gave me a Long Island iced tea.
Great. The last thing we need is the 2 of us drinking again.
Okay. So, whose sketch should we run with?
You know, I don't care, Logan.
Okay, here's an idea. 2 comedy sketch writers get drunk, get a little frisky, end up making out on the bar. Should be easy for us.
Is that, like, funny to you?
No, I was just...
We didn't get our sketch in on time. Do you not realize how big of a deal that is? There's a million sketch writers out there waiting to take my spot. Hawk could have fired us right then and there.
I know, I'm sorry. I should have gotten the script in.
I was relying on you. Okay? Look, just forget it and, like, let's work on something.
I kind of liked your sketch about the construction workers.
At acting space, actors are wearing hard hats. Actor 1 has a blueprint.
Yep, this building is really taking shape.
Yep, sure is. Should be done by winter.
As I've always said, being a construction worker is the most rewarding job on the market. You get to build the whole world around you.
Oh yeah, corporate office buildings. Can't wait to show that to my grandkids.
It does look strange, though. Are we sure it's gonna hold?
Should. Looks just the way it does on the blueprint. Why do you ask?
Actor 1 pulls out the blueprint.
Oh.
What? Are you kidding me? We're building it upside down?
Heh, guess so. We should just scrap it and get back to work.
That's not your line.
What do you mean?
That's not your line.
I didn't know what to do, so I just did what felt right.
Well, you can't just do that. I mean, what if it fucked me up? Then we'd get in trouble. Look, how about we both just do our job?
Not trying to put our careers on the line. It's just, well, we have different ways of approaching our work, and maybe we could just talk it out. And
I respect that. I do, but right now we need to focus.
Okay.
And this building, it's really taking shape.
What building?
Jesus Christ!
I was making a joke. I'm sorry. Let's take it again.
No. If you are not going to take this seriously, then I don't want to do it. Plus, I'm tired of wearing this damn hard hat thing. It's too tight.
Whoa. Keep that on. You could get hurt.
Well, maybe. I've been so worried trying to keep myself from getting hurt that I've ignored how much of a headache I've had this whole time. I'm not an idiot, okay? I know things are going to hurt me, but I'm tired of hurting myself.
Diane, come on. This isn't going anywhere. Tell me what's going on.
No. I don't want to talk. I mean, how many times do I have to tell you this?
Something's bothering you. If this is about last week, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do anything you didn't want.
That's not even it. I do care about you, and being with you made me happy. But my work has always been my priority, and I guess I thought that what we were making was your priority as well. I was wrong.
This is my priority. Everything we've been doing felt so right at the time that I didn't want to take a step back and see how big of a mess we were making. But this just isn't my fault.
I never said this was all on you. It's both of us. But the fact remains that we are in hot water, and we're here in this bar with absolutely nothing.
I know you're upset.
It's not just that I'm upset. I'm afraid for my future. I'm afraid that I can't trust you as a writing partner anymore. Like, I don't want anything beyond that.
Dee, I'm sorry.
But I need you to understand that I'm trying my best. I can't separate all the different aspects of my life the way you can.
I'm not asking you to do that. I'm asking you
to understand that we're coworkers, and I trust you on a professional level. And I respect you. But that means we can't get drunk, make out at the bar, and then just go home to fuck that night. Because then you'll forget to turn in our script. Or I'll come up with a bunch of shitty sketch ideas.
I mean, building a house upside down? What is this? This isn't smart. It isn't even funny. It's just sad. Everything we're doing right now is sad. And I can't do this.
How about I tear it down and finish the building myself, huh?
Great. Fucking do it yourself.
You keep saying how hard it is for you to trust me, but how about the other way around? What about that?
You haven't told me at all what's been going on with Frank. 1 week you're content, then you're mopey, you jump my bones, and then you start avoiding me. And the next time I see you, you're already yelling at me. I mean, what the hell is that?
I don't need to tell you shit about Frank. You understand that? I don't need to tell you anything that I don't want to. If I want to bottle up my feelings, then that's on me. Don't victimize yourself by inserting yourself into my life when I never asked you to do that. My insecurities are mine, and you do not need to worry about them.
So, what? Do I not mean anything to you?
No, I am in love with you. That is the problem.
Diane goes back to her seat at the bar to finish her drink. Actor 1 goes back to sit on an acting block in the acting space and opens his lunchbox. Actor 2 and Logan each cross to take the other spot. Actor 2 sits next to Diane, and Logan sits next to Actor 1. Actor 1 pulls 2 beers out of his lunchbox. One of them was intended for Actor 1, but he gives it to Logan instead. And they each crack it open, give the other a sad toast, and drink small sips in silence. Diane pulls out her pack of cigarettes and places one in her mouth. She offers one to Actor 2, who also places one in her mouth. The two walk off stage. Logan and Actor 1 continue quietly and slowly drinking from their beers. Fade to blackout. Night 5. Diane sits at the bar talking with Actor 2. Actor 2 is wearing street clothes of some kind, no longer the solid blacks that we're used to seeing.
Diane, I don't think you have anything to worry about.
I'm not so sure. Hawk's still pretty pissed.
It was just the one sketch. It honestly wasn't as bad as you'd think. Plus, Chris did some great things to pick it up. I think it worked.
It most definitely did not work. I appreciate you and Chris rolling with it as best you could, but I know that sketch wasn't going to work, and I sent it in anyway. Plus, I'd already been in hot water for not sending in a sketch the week before.
Look, you know that Hawk loves you. He may have hated the sketch, but he loves you. He had to let someone go, and he picked Logan instead of you. That says something.
Logan's only been here for a year. I had seniority.
That hasn't stopped Hawk before.
I guess you're right.
And Chris and I, we know how it goes. How many times have there been hilarious sketches that have been sent in that we fucked up? Like, a lot, right?
Drill Sergeant Daycare.
Oh, exactly. That one was hilarious when we first read it.
I wanted to turn that into a reoccurring bit. Have one of the celeb hosts play one of the babies every week.
Oh, I would have watched that.
I would have too, if we could get Chris to stop getting googly eyes every time we got him on set. He was supposed to be like a hard ass, yelling at all those babies that weren't at all fazed by him. That was the whole bit.
I, for one, was ready to wear a diaper and suck on a binky. Those were my glory days.
Why else do you think I wrote it? Hasn't he ever seen Full Metal Jacket? God. That would have been hilarious, you know? If I could do it again, I'd make you the drill sergeant and put Chris in the diaper.
Oh, you wouldn't have had to worry about me getting all googly-eyed, that's for sure. I've never met a baby that didn't look like one of those, cherub demons.
Oof, hindsight's 20/20. Never send a man to do a woman's job. See, we're funny.
Of course we're funny. We tell jokes for a living.
I know. But it's just, like, always harder for us to get credits for our jokes. I don't know.
Well, that's true everywhere, Diane. It's going to be a long time before we see equality in any workplace. Actually, I think Hawk's pretty fair, all things considered.
Well, he is, but this is just so hard all the time. It would have been so much easier to go write fluff pieces in a cooking magazine or a gossip column in Cosmo.
Hey, don't say that. You're the best comedy writer on the biggest sketch show in the country. You're good. Like, really good. And you definitely belong here. Don't let anyone make you feel any different.
Thanks. I really appreciate that. And thanks for coming out with me. It's nice to not be drinking alone for once.
Clark walks in with his signature rag in hand, cleaning a glass.
Who said anything about drinking alone? You always got me.
It's nice to not be drinking with Clark for once.
Yeah. Laugh it up. I'm still the best looking guy in the room.
Room falls silent, and the women look at each other.
Maybe you should leave the jokes to the ladies, Clark. Also, I need to get out of here. I've still got to memorize lines for that opening sketch this week, and Chris wants to meet up tonight to work on yours.
Actor 2 downs her drink.
Yeah, I'll make sure to have that to you within the hour.
Oof. Great. I'll see you both later. Private Diane Dearden, you are dismissed.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
Actor 2 leaves the scene.
Careful. You know I get antsy around army folks.
Clark, you were in the army.
Exactly why I get antsy. Logan still out?
I could have sworn I told you he was let go.
Oh, I thought that was a joke. You comedy types are always turning the weirdest things into jokes. That's a shame, though.
Yeah. I guess I'm supposed to be getting like a new partner in a couple weeks, but until then, it's just me.
I always thought you two were kind of an item.
Logan? No. What? No. Logan?
Color me confused, but I've seen you working here with more than a fair share of writing partners, and you refuse to ever let be anything but strictly professional.
Logan and I were strictly professional.
It didn't seem like that when your tongue was in his mouth.
What did you say?
Sure didn't seem like that when your tongue was in his mouth.
Excuse me.
Sure didn't seem like it when your tongue was in his mouth.
No. Stop. I heard you.
Didn't seem like it when your tongue was in his mouth.
Okay, now what are you talking about? And how do you even know about that?
Clark whistles part of his now famous tune. Using his fingers, he reenacts him walking out of the hallway. Whistles again as his fingers stop. He whistles as he turns his fingers to turn toward the hypothetical bar in this retelling. Whistles a woo-woo, and then continues walking his fingers in suspended air while whistling his tune.
Not much happens around here without me knowing.
Okay, Clark, first of all, that was one night. And I talked to him about it, and we're not a thing. And even if we were going to be a thing, he's gone now, and it's probably best that I just let him work at his new job or whatever he's doing, because he's probably a lot happier doing that than he would have been with me.
All right.
Even if I was interested, which I'm not.
All right.
I mean it.
All right.
Plus, I was drunk.
Diane, St. Patrick's Day 2015. I saw you beat out a full Irish drinking team all by yourself. I don't know if the liquor is what was making you intoxicated. Mr. Jack Daniels wasn't messing with anything up here. But he might have cleared up something down here. I'm going to go stack some more bottles in the back. Just come holler at me when you want to close out.
Can't you just put it on my tab?
Yeah, I just love you guys. I mean, you. Yeah, it's just not the same.
Clark leaves. Diane folds her arms on the table and lays her head in them. She pulls her head up and takes a drink out of her glass, pulls a notebook out of a satchel and ruffles through some pages, occasionally making some markings. She takes another drink and quietly looks around the empty room. She then takes another drink, pulls her phone out of the satchel, and sets it on the bar. After a few beats, she picks up the phone, sends a text, and sets it back down. She's emotionally exhausted, but feels relieved. Takes one more drink, and then assumes a defeated position. Logan enters wearing a full suit and holding a couple old flowers, seeing her in an unusual yet endearing state. He looks at her for a minute.
You rang?
You showed up?
I probably wouldn't have if it was anybody else.
Well, that's the first time in a while I have felt happy to not be anybody else. I've missed you.
I missed you. I missed you too.
Come, sit down.
Logan walks over and they both sit down at one of the tables.
It's been a while. How are you?
Same old, you know. I don't know how much longer Hawk is going to keep me around until he lets me go too.
I've been watching the show. It looks really good. Your sketches have been hilarious.
Thanks. Writing alone hasn't been the easiest. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Got a job working in a small theater company on the north side of the city.
North side?
Yeah.
Oh, there's some interesting stuff going on up there.
Yeah, it's cool. They have me wearing a suit, which I hate, but the work is good, I guess.
How did you get here so fast from the north side?
I took the sub.
It took you less than like 2 minutes to get here.
You know, the modern technology they got on those things. They're like the bullet trains in Japan, but faster. I'm honestly shocked I didn't get here sooner.
Logan.
Okay. I was sitting in the bar across the street. I never really gave up our Friday night tradition, but I didn't have it in me to show up back here, so I just went over to McCoy's.
And the flowers.
I kind of pulled them out of one of the vases at McCoy's on my way out. I don't know what I was thinking. A spur of the moment, I guess. But for you...
Logan hands over the sad-looking flowers. Diane laughs. Not to mock him, but as a sentiment of his effort. She then puts them in the vase sitting on the table.
I think they're beautiful.
Well, I think you're... you want me to look over sketch?
Yeah.
Diane runs over to the bar and grabs the notebook, bringing it back to Logan.
I just got this thing. I don't know, it kind of sucks, so it's like probably a wash, but I thought maybe you could fix it.
Logan intently reads the sketch, chuckles a few times, and occasionally breaks it up with bouts of hysterical laughter, but for the most part, he's focused on the words.
D, you're perfect. I mean, it's perfect. I mean, yeah, you're perfect.
Logan, I still need you. It is not the same on my own.
I think you're wrong. This is great. You do not need my help.
You're right, I don't.
It's funny. It's clever. It's the funniest thing I've seen. I think
I need you.
I think maybe I should go. Yeah, I think
Logan, don't go. Stop thinking about flowers, for Christ's sake.
I know this is just a lot, and I can't come up with the right words. I'm a writer who can't come up with words. That's a sketch idea right there.
There's actually another sketch, and I want you to be in it.
D, there's no way. Hawk doesn't even want me as a writer. He would never consider putting me in the show.
Then I'll walk.
Don't do that. You're joking, right?
No, I'll walk. I'll tell Hawk that we're a package. And if he wants to keep you out, then I'm out too.
That's not going to change his mind.
I know.
You won't have a job.
That's okay. I've wanted to start up my own show for a long time. And I would want you to start it up with me. I suddenly felt like now would be the time to pull the trigger. I had an epiphany.
An elephant fancy.
Yes, exactly. Hey, that could be one of our sketches.
D, I just don't know. I've got a job, and you're doing a great job. Things are working out for us. I'd have to think about it.
Logan?
Right. I hate working in the North Side. Everyone there is like an investment banker or some shit. Why do they even have theaters there?
You're wearing a suit.
I'm wearing a suit!
You hate suits.
I hate suits!
Come do this with me. That sketch you just read, the one you love, we'll use it in our first show. We'll have an audience, and I've got a couple of ins at some smaller TV networks.
All right, I'm in. But we have to do that sketch about the cat stealing food from the dog bowl.
We're not going to do that sketch.
Okay, I'm still in.
Are you?
Yeah.
Stepping closer, romantically.
Are you?
Logan also moves closer.
Yes.
Still
Are you
closer.
sure?
Yeah.
He leans in and kisses her.
Am I going to have to wear a suit?
You won't have to wear anything.
Logan laughs and kisses her again, this time more romantically. They pull away slowly.
So, what's the second sketch?
I'll show you.
Diane takes Logan's hand and guides him to the acting space, which had been hidden in darkness but slowly comes up with light as they move in. Clark appears, dressed as a clergyman, placing a veil on Diane's head.
What is this?
Do you take this man to be your lawfully wedded husband?
I do.
This is all the sketch, right? Is this real? No. No, there's a camera. Where's the camera? Or this is the rehearsal. This is a rehearsal, right?
Do you take this woman to be your lawfully wedded wife, build a sketch comedy empire, make a lot of hilarious jokes, and have a ton of absolutely wild sex?
This is good, D. I do.
You may now pie each other in the face.
Clark presents a cream pie to Logan, which he looks at skeptically. He smiles outward and decides to pie Diane in the face. Logan scrapes some off her cheek and tastes it. Then Diane grabs a hold of him and kisses him with a face full of pie. They both do the big elephant impression, arms acting as trunks with the big back arch and blowing whipped cream everywhere. Lights fade. Lights come up in the bar where both actors are sitting in street clothes, just having finished reading the script.
I'm not really sure how I feel about making out with me with all that cream on your face.
Oh, I know about that. But Chris, this sketch isn't for us.
Oh.
End of play. Fantastic. That was Deadlines by Ben Schatzel. Before we go ahead and let everybody go and we move to our talk back portion, we just want to say thank you to everybody for giving us some of your Sunday, and just again, especially thank you to all the actors for sharing your Friday night for the first read through, and then for today. And then again, thank you for our respondents, and we look forward to having you join us real shortly. One more time, just going to go through the cast for our little curtain call here. Playing Logan, Josh Philoon. Playing Diane Dearden, Kristina Newcomb. Playing Clark, Jay Rohr. Actor 1, Dante Charlton. And Actor 2, Elizabeth Thompson. And my name was Cody Parasette. I realize I never said my pronouns before, he, him, his. And I read stage directions, obviously. So yes, again, one more time, thank you to everybody who's been involved with this process today. And just a couple quick things. If you're interested, again, in participating in one of our upcoming workshops, we have our final workshop in December to close out 2020. We're going to be accepting actor submissions for that. If you're interested, go ahead and shoot us an email to sign up at byotproductions.com. Just kind of indicating if you'd like to be an actor or actor or a respondent, or if you're open to both. Also, BYOT has made our name in the city of Chicago as the longest running 24-hour theater company. If you're interested in participating in our last monthly show of 2020, that's going to be November 14th. Go ahead and shoot us an email again to sign up at byotproductions.com to do that. It's a wild ride doing it in this virtual world. And when you do that, go ahead and just indicate if you'd like to be an actor, a director, a writer, or if you'd like to perform a special act based on that monthly show's theme. Again, follow us on all of the interwebs and all the social media. Again, you can check us out on YouTube. as well as Facebook. Go ahead and give us a like. And our Instagram handle is @BYOT Productions. And you also saw we put in a donation link. Like a lot of storefront theater companies, this is not our usual world. So if you have $5 to shoot our way, we would greatly appreciate it. And yeah, with that, thanks everybody, and have a good rest of your weekend. Are we no longer live? Okay. Hey, good job, everybody. Go ahead and take while we get our respondents in here, and yeah, maybe grab yourself a drink or something. I don't know. I'm gonna down this Dr. Pepper.
Sounds like a plan.